And we are live. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Billy F. Gates, aka Steamin' Billy Beeman. I'm here with This Is Your Fantasy Podcast. We are here with the on this beautiful Wednesday night. Happy NFL New Year's, guys. I'm here with the truth over here in the bottom corner. We got Big Jose, and then we got that two-time double champ over here. Purple Cobras. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. How you gentlemen doing tonight? I'm gonna start with the champ.
Hey, hold on. He took my name.
Hey, I'm doing excellent. The Kings just lit the beam in Chicago. Gave Benny the Bull the experience. I'm doing
Like
real
that
good.
shit.
It's gonna be a great pod.
Light that shit. Let's go, Kings.
We line the beam sitting near you. You hear me?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What about you, Jose? How you doing tonight? I mean, we got the Warriors. We'll talk about the little Warrior fan over there in the corner in a second. We got let's
Lovely,
get to the
man.
point.
It's Wednesday. Hump day is out the way. Tomorrow's Thursday. Some nice sunshine in Sacramento. Man, it's been raining everywhere in California.
I feel it. I feel it. All right, Paul. All right. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, you know what? It is great, man. The Kings are winning. You know what? I walk, downtown. You see people smiling. You're seeing Kings jerseys out for once. You know what I mean? So it's a great time for Sacramento, man. I'm happy for the Kings. You know what? All jokes aside, man, I'm happy for them. I'm not a Kings hater. I just don't like the Lakers. All right, but congratulations to you guys, man. You guys are doing great this year.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, man. We got a great podcast for you guys tonight, man. This is all NFL news today. I mean, let's hold on real quick. Cowboy Ant is back in the building. All right, sir. Hey, we did the round table thing. How you doing tonight, Mr. Ant?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. You got any news for us? Anything? How you feeling? I know that a lot of shit's happened that we're gonna get into, but how you feeling?
Yeah, a little emotions, tornado of emotions, for me today. I lost a big member of my offense.
Yeah, very big. We're definitely gonna get there. But yeah, no. So tonight, man, we got that free agency frenzy going on. We're gonna be talking about the top free agents that are available still. Also, we're going to be talking about the new additions, all the signings, the trades that have happened, and how that affects the fantasy outlook, for next season. Also, we got round 2 of the way too early mock draft, and we're gonna do a special little thing tonight. I know a lot of fantasy owners out there, sometimes have issues, especially with getting new members to their league. So what we're doing tonight is we're going to be pulling cards for our keeper league. We got 4 new members to the TIYF league. So we got, I forgot their names. I know that one of them is is Paul's homie.
Disrespect.
One of them is
his name is Manny.
Homie.
His name is Manny.
There we go. We got and then we got Paul and Ant. Paul and Ant actually joined. Jose still doesn't want to join the podcast league. I don't know why. Hella scared, I guess. But yeah.
My boy's made the playoffs one time in 8 years in my league. There's a reason why he doesn't want to play.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, there's a reason.
One time better than Paul, 0.
Stop it.
He's just too busy for us.
Yeah, he's too busy.
I've got something to do. Got 2 babies, all that
stuff. Sorry, I know that you guys can probably hear me clicking away, but I'm trying to make sure that people come and watch this podcast with us. But yeah, man, let's get to it. NFL news. Again, happy NFL New Year. It started today, so teams are able to go officially make these trades. The biggest one, I mean, we can start with it. Shout out to Pat McAfee and his YouTube channel and his show and everything. They had 500,000 people viewing today. Ain't that wild? Just at the specific part I think it was like 10 o'clock when Aaron Rodgers pulled up.
That's only 10 more than us.
Only 10 more than us. I like it. I like the optimism. But yeah, man, pulled up and Aaron Rodgers gave his 2 cents on what was going on. So from what he said, last Friday he made the decision, and right now it's in Green Bay's lap. They're the ones that are holding this whole trade up. He wants to be a Jet. He wants to play for the Jets. He got Alan Lazard over there. He did say that he wanted to, that he was willing to play with one other wide receiver, and too bad the Raiders couldn't made that happen, because everybody knows who he was talking about. How do you guys feel about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets? I'm gonna start with Purple Cobras, Mr. Ryan.
I think initially when the rumors first started coming out, I was kind of excited about it, mainly because Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore are there. But I'll be honest, I've kind of cooled off of that a little bit now that Lazard is there. And what do they get? Mercedes Lewis, and they're thinking of getting Randall Cobb. So I don't know. It's fine. I think Aaron Rodgers will be okay. I think Garrett Wilson will be all right from a fantasy standpoint, but whatever.
Oh, okay. What about you, Paul?
I mean, I think it's great for him. I mean, if you look at the Jets as a team, I mean, with the mixture of quarterbacks they were running through, I mean, they were still somewhat decent, almost made the playoffs. Now you add Aaron Rodgers to it with, he's got those weapons. And, I mean, the offense just needed a couple more points because that defense is still great. And you add an Aaron Rodgers. Of course, Aaron Rodgers is a big upgrade to whatever they had or whoever was behind center. So, I mean, fantasy output, yeah, it's going to be better. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he can still throw the ball. I mean, we've seen that towards the end of last season. He still has a little bit zip on that ball. But I think it's great for the Jets. Fantasy output, I think a lot of those key guys will be that much better.
Yeah, no, I agree. What about you, Mr. Ant?
I love it, man. I got him as finishing in the top 3 in MVP votes this upcoming season. Now he's got weapons all around the board. Michael Carter and Breece Hall are going to help him out a whole lot there. It's like Paul says, Aaron Rodgers, man. You can't go. I mean, he's literally like the best quarterback throwing the football in the league. Probably throwing the ball in the pocket or on the run. He just throws dots 24/7. If he does a complete pass, he's mad. You see it on his face every time. So you can't really go wrong with Aaron Rodgers. I don't care his age. I see him playing 3 years, 2 to 3 years. Probably, I think he'll play 3, and they'll make the playoffs every year. So I mean, it's great for Jets fans, great for football because he's not retiring.
Okay, Jose.
Same thing you guys all said already. We all know who Aaron Rodgers is. The man's 3-time MVP for a reason. And that division's got a lot harder now. I mean, they all think had a winning record more than halfway into the season.
It didn't get a lot harder when Jimmy G got signed.
Hey, all I know is, man, he has a high caliber defense over there. So, hey, hats off to him. So they're only going to add more pieces, man. They have the draft, free agency still coming up. Oh, it's already here, but when players get cut, I mean, they're going to go looking, for MVP quarterback to play with, and he's going to be on the Jets. So good luck to him. If he plays with Niners in the Super Bowl, he knows what happens when he plays us.
I don't think they're going to make it that far, man.
And he still got to go over the trade for it, though. I mean, they're still asking for 2 first rounds. The Green Bay Packers are, and that's
they're not going to
still
get
a lot.
you.
Yeah, I mean, there's also talk about Aaron Rodgers getting cut. That's also a possibility.
I doubt that he gets cut. They're going to get compensation regardless,
Yeah.
I think Rodgers kind of blew it by going on TV saying he wanted to go there in the whole nine. Because now, I mean, the Jets got to give it whatever the Packers pretty much want.
No, they don't.
I mean, they're not going to ask for the whole world, but I mean, they're not going to give him no 3rd-round pick.
I mean, you give a couple. You give a first, a second, maybe. You probably want to give a first. I mean, the Packers.
I just seen a trash tight end go for a 3rd-round pick.
I understand that, but does the trash tight end cost $50 million? I mean, you're dumping that salary.
Hey, the guy got 3rd-round pick, and he didn't play at all last season.
They'll get a second, a third, something like that. Nothing drastic. You're not getting a first round for $50 million. Come on, man, that don't happen no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. The next, are we done with Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah,
Actually,
we're done, man.
I got one more thing. He said that this is debatable. This is a very debatable statement that he said. He said that he is the best Green Bay Packer to play the game. How do you guys feel about that statement? Do you guys think that's correct? Do you think that he was better than Brett Favre? I'm gonna start with you, Jose.
And they both won a Super Bowl. That's even there. I mean, Brett Favre was good, man. Aaron Rodgers is good too. I mean, that's a big debate. That's only between them two, pretty much. But
Not even.
how many MVPs did Brett Favre
not
win?
in that? Bart Starr's not in that combo.
I wasn't allowed to see all that back then. So
I don't know anything about Bart Starr. Come on, man.
How many MVPs did Favre win? 2 for sure, right?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean,
Fine.
Aaron Rodgers is more of Aaron Rodgers, but
This
I
is
mean,
a no-brainer.
Brett Favre's a gunslinger, man. Aaron Rodgers, more precision. I mean, but yeah, to your point, Jose, they do both have Super Bowl rings. So I mean, I like Brett
This
Favre.
is hands down a no-brainer. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Brett Favre. It's not even close.
Why? Because the interceptions.
Favre
Partially.
won the MVP 3 times consecutively. The only player I think there was the only player to do that.
All right, I'm gonna get to Brett Favre. He played in a different era, man. Defenses was killing people. And Brett Favre was on Norcos or wherever he was on painkillers for half his career. So I'm gonna give it to him.
He was on
Just because of that. You got Aaron Rodgers going to hide in the dark.
You see hand sack? Talking about killing people.
He was popping those perks during the games. But yeah, so we got one for Favre. We got one for Aaron Rodgers with Ant. What about you, Mr. Paul?
Oh, I'm going Brett Favre, man. Growing up, I mean, I know I'm a Raiders fan, man, but I used to love watching how Brett Favre used to play the game, man. But yeah, he was my favorite quarterback growing up.
All right. What about you, Purple Cobras?
Yeah, I think from a probably a talent and accolade standpoint, I'll give it to Aaron Rodgers. But from a nostalgic factor, it's got to be Brett Favre, man. Just like Jose said, he's popping those Norcos or whatever. Dude, and then did you see his wide receivers' hands after they retire? Like the knuckles are all blown out from the hard passes that he throws. For cool factor, I guess Favre. He's not cool now. He's stealing money from the state and stuff. But yeah, from a talent, I'll agree with Ant. It's probably Rodgers.
Man, I'm gonna say Brett Favre. And the only reason why, because I grew up hating Brett Favre. Brett Favre used to knock the 49ers out of the playoffs like damn near every year. I hated Brett Favre, and it's just because he was good. And now with Aaron Rodgers, I never really hated Aaron Rodgers because he couldn't beat the 49ers. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, can't get it done. He's going to the AFC, and he's not going to get it done there. But, big shouts out to Aaron Rodgers. Big shouts out to Pat McAfee and all those guys over there. That was a dope segment. I spent the whole hour pretty much watching, paying attention. But yeah, next up, they let your boy go.
Yep.
They cut his ass out.
Yep. Time.
Jose, did you bring the tissues, Jose?
Zeke has been officially cut by the Dallas Cowboys as of 1 p.m. today. As soon as the league, soon as the league year started, I believe he was out of there. I'm gonna start with you, Ant. How you feeling?
A little emotional. It sucks a little bit, but I mean, it's a business. This one actually kind of bummed me out a little more than Witten. Only because Witten optionally went to Oakland. But I mean, it's a business. I don't think it's really going to hit me until I see him in another jersey on the field. But I mean, he was there for like 8 years. I mean, it's a long time for a running back.
That definitely is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got our money's worth.
Jose, no, do you really get your money's worth though?
Yeah.
When you guys paid him, did that production, was that consistent or did that like taper off this way?
We declined. Like a running back does, they decline.
Okay. And Jose, what are your thoughts on the whole Zeke?
Damn, my boy's all teary-eyed over there. Give my man a tissue. Jeez, he's pouring
I ain't gonna lie.
his heart out.
Before I left work today, I was washing my hands, and I heard a little girl crying in the handicap stall. I could have sworn. You know, and I do. I peeked through the little hole, and it was Aunt crying. Now, hey, hands off to Zeke. Like, he had a good career with the Cowboys. You know, he got older. You know, running backs, when they carry the whole workload. You know, injuries, and he just got beat up by a younger running back. So he's overpaid. I mean, for his production he was given, it wasn't worth his pay. So yes, he got. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't give him a pay cut or offer to him at least. I mean, but I said weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, that they were going to cut him. I thought to show a statement at least that, I mean, no matter who you are, I mean, if you're not going to produce with what you're getting paid, you're going to get cut.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I even brought this up a couple months ago, like during the pod, I asked this question. I said, what if Zeke gets cut? And I remember a couple of guys said, that ain't happening. Cowboys ain't cutting Zeke. He's going to be there. He's going to be in Cowboys uniform. Hey, Paul, how you feeling about this decision by the Cowboys?
I mean, he ain't no Emmitt Smith. He gonna, play. I mean, just say what it is. I mean, he like Jose said, he had a great career. I mean, good job, man. I mean, but life of a running back, as expected. You know what I mean? And we all expected, especially in today's game. I mean, look how much he carried the rock, man. It was just ridiculous amount of carries he had in his first couple of years. And I think he damn near almost broke a record for carries, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, man, I mean, he had a good career. I mean, he just signs of wear and tear on the guy, man, and just wonder where he's gonna go now.
That is a good question. Where do you guys think that he would fit? I'm gonna start with you, Purple Cobras. Actually, how did you even feel about this whole situation? Sorry.
I knew this was coming probably like 2 years ago when they had Tony Pollard and he was looking good. I was looking for Pollard as like a potential keeper like 2 seasons ago, knowing that Zeke had the out on his contract this year. So it doesn't surprise me at all. The guy had a hell of a career, man. Like, I remember when he came out as a rookie, the dude was explosive and easy first round pick for all those years. So I get it. It's bittersweet, for Ant and the Cowboys. But where he lands, that's a good question. To be honest, he wasn't super efficient last year, but I thought in the end zone or the red zone area, he was still really good. And so it wouldn't shock me if he lands somewhere and kind of has still has kind of like a LeGarrette Blount type of season, depending on where he goes. I was hoping he would land with like Detroit or something and get that goal line role, but I don't know where now. I haven't thought about it too much.
Detroit messed up when they got David Montgomery, didn't they?
Yeah, I actually kind of we'll talk about that pickup later, but knowing all things considered and Zeke's age, he'll probably end up on the Ravens.
The Ravens. Okay. Paul?
It's where all the old running backs go to die.
Yikes. I mean, I already said what I had to say about it. Where he's going?
Where's he going? Where do you think he's going?
Yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe Cincinnati. I don't know what's up with Joe Mixon. I mean, I need some running back help out there. I mean, I don't know how good he's gonna do, but I mean, at least he'll get you those short yardage, and then maybe they draft a rookie and try to get a 1-2 punch over there. But Cincinnati for me.
Okay, Jose, what do you think?
I think he's gonna retire.
Nah, he ain't retiring.
Okay. What about you, Ant? Where would you like to see him land?
I mean, I don't want to see him go anywhere else, but I do think he'll probably maybe Tampa Bay. Carolina got picked up already. Detroit got picked up already. So, I mean, probably Tampa Bay. They need a veteran over there. But I did hear that they were like bad against the block or something like that. Like the running backs were not very good at blocking last year. So, I mean, they could probably pop him in there. He'll help that out at least.
As long as there's no defensive tackles, he has to block. They'll be fine, right?
What do you guys think about Washington? What a potential spot would be Washington? Go help out Brian Robinson, be a little goal line back.
They're pretty deep, but him and Morris, not Morris, Gibson. Is Gibson a free agent?
Who did they just cut today? They cut somebody.
McKissick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there is a spot there.
I feel like Brian Robinson's already the goal line back, though.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he could go to Philly. That could be horrible. I mean, that could really tear some heartstrings.
Yikes.
Yeah, speaking of Philly, man.
Now they might. I mean, there's a chance because all they did was pick up Rashad Penny. I mean, Rashad Penny gets hurt, every time he blows his nose. So I don't know. I mean, it still could be a good pickup for Philly.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Give him a quick
Maybe go to
$5 million.
Chicago.
You said
Yeah.
where?
My bad. Too bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah, that I can see that.
Yeah.
They did just beef up over there.
They had Herbert, and they signed Homer.
Travis Homer. Oh,
Travis
my God,
Homer.
I got to pick that guy up, man. He's high on my waiver.
Flex.
All right, man. The next biggest thing that happened, this happened to the Raiders. Besides the Jimmy G situation, Darren Waller was traded to the New York Giants for a 3rd-round pick. Oh, how is that one, hitting home?
It's not as bad as everybody makes it seem, man. I mean, the guy hasn't stood healthy. I know there's talk about he didn't like the head coach and all this, but the guy's 31 years old. It's a pretty deep tight end draft this year. I think the Raiders could find something even in the 3rd round right there, get something young. And I think they'll be all right for it. I mean, I still think there's a chance we bring back Foster Moreau because I know he's a free agent and get him a little cheaper. I think he did a great job filling in for Darren Waller, but I'm not really too big on losing Darren Waller, man. He hasn't done anything for us in 2 years. He had that one great 9-touchdown year, and I remember drafting him high on fantasy boards, and all he did was let me down. So, not too upset at that one, man.
Could this be the resurrection of Darren Waller? I mean, look at what's his name did in Jacksonville. I mean, could be the same situation. Yeah.
I don't know. His quarterback plays not too well out there in New York. So I mean, hopefully we'll see. Ingram left that, so I don't know how you pick up from there, but we'll see.
What's up, man? How do you feel about the Darren Waller trade?
I love it for Oakland. Like Paul said, 31. He was getting paid pretty good money for a tight end, and he was never on the field. Like, what do you expect? I mean, never on the field, don't play. You can't help the team. So, I mean, that's all you really need to say right there. And like Paul said, also, there's 2 really good tight ends in the draft that I've heard of so far in the first 2 rounds. If they nail either one of those with their probably 2nd-round pick, that's replacement right there. That's all you really need. I don't agree with the Marneau thing though. I don't think Marneau was that great. He was just a fill-in. I don't know his numbers, so that says a lot right
Foster
there.
Moreau?
Yeah, I don't think he's that great of a tight end. I mean, he's primarily a backup.
Did good on DraftKings for us.
Definitely did that. Purple Cobras, man.
Yeah,
like the trade?
It's good for the Raiders. I think it's mildly interesting for the Giants, though. Like, we'll look at the other side of the coin. I only say that from a football standpoint. I mean, who knows if Waller plays at all during the season or how many games he plays. But from a fantasy standpoint, I think it's interesting just because a lot of where Daniel Jones works in the passing game is a lot of that middle of the field stuff. And when Darren Waller is healthy, he's elite in the middle of the field. So I could see it wouldn't shock me if like early on they're able to string some really good games with Waller and Daniel Jones. But it's just a matter of health. Like if he could stay healthy, he could have a good year. Like that's the other side of it. I think it's mildly interesting. As far as like where to draft Waller, I don't know. He's probably round 8 kind of guy.
Okay. Jose, what are your thoughts?
I said what I said earlier. Sorry player got traded for a 3rd round pick today. And that was him.
Sorry player, you said?
I mean, like Paul said, he had one good season. He got paid. Been injured. He ain't done much. I mean, tight end is supposed to be a quarterback's best friend. And if you're not there, I mean, you got to go.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, man. I think that this was actually a good for the Raiders, to be honest with you. Again, yeah. 31, 32 years old. Missed a lot of games. And yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to part ways now and get a little bit something out of it. So, what you guys got? Pick 100 in the 3rd round. I think that was the trade from that they got from KC. So, the Giants got from KC. So, yeah, man. And now the other trade news, I believe Austin Eckler has asked to seek a trade from the Chargers, and the Chargers have granted him, permission. So, how are you guys feeling about this Austin Eckler wanting out of the LA Purple Cobras?
Yeah, I thought it was surprising. I kind of feel like the Chargers are the best spot for him. But if he is going to seek a trade, the one team, and you guys let me know if you agree with me, man, it would be cool if he ends up on the Bengals. I mean, I don't think it would change his draft position much if he can go to the Bengals.
Yeah, I can see the Bengals. But what would they give up? What would they have to give up? Mixon?
I think is Mixon a free agent?
I think he's got one more. I think he's got one more year or something like that.
Yeah,
but
I feel like running backs are cheap. There'll probably be something stupid like a 3rd round pick or something, or 4th round pick, or
it'd be like I think a 4th too probably get it done.
Yeah, if you got a high
you want the contract coming off 107 catches, like I said before. I mean,
yeah.
But how old was Eckler again? Wasn't he 30?
No, he's like 27, man. He's pretty young still.
Yeah,
I think he's like 20. I thought he was like 29, 28, 29.
No, he's 27.
Is he?
Yeah, I promise.
He's got a good year.
I think you promise.
Pinky promise. All right, I believe him now.
All right, what's up, Paul? How do you feel about it?
I don't know, man. I drafted him first in the second round in the mock draft, man. He better not leave. But yeah, I mean, he's got to go somewhere. I mean, I know I talked about Philadelphia earlier, and all they got is Rashad Penny there. I mean, Philadelphia out there, it's another possibility. I know they got a little bit of cap room. I know they're not able to sign a lot of their free agents and bring a lot of guys back, and maybe trade one of their 4th round picks for him in Philadelphia. I mean, it would be pretty nice.
Okay. What about you, Ant? How are you feeling? Eckler wanting out. Is he frozen? Or he just
It looks like he's thinking. He might be frozen. No, he's not blinking, so he's frozen.
He's just deep in thought, man. Just give him a minute.
Jose, well, Ant's figuring out what he's doing over there.
Yeah, man. Eckler, I mean, top fantasy pick. We know he's obviously a great player. Where he goes, I mean, that's up to the Chargers, man. I mean, if they're gonna trade him to who? And the asking price, I mean, obviously any team would love to have him. Incredible piece. Would they trade him within the AFC? Probably not. I mean, I hate when teams always trade people to the top contenders. I mean, if he goes to the Eagles, that's crazy. They just went to the Super Bowl. But where he goes, I don't know. Where would I like to see him at? I mean, who knows? I mean, send him to the Bears. I mean, I don't know.
My boy Mike. Hey, he might Maybe he missed his nap today, my boy. Oh man.
Here we go.
Hey.
So I really think Austin Eckler, if we're not already off the subject.
No, we're not.
You made it just in time. Jose just got done.
And froze again.
Oh,
God.
back to that same position.
I mean, like, no, I was waiting for you guys to finish. I mean, the most obvious spot, in my opinion, based off of depth charts, Buffalo, no brainer. I mean, they can give a player away, they can give a draft pick away. It don't really matter. It don't really hurt them too much. And then also, I saw Miami. Kind of give us. They signed a couple running backs, but they're real cheap, so they could go either out there. But Buffalo,
they signed all their
Buffalo,
running backs again.
I mean, they signed
for
like
Jeff Wilson.
$2 million or something like that. I mean, it's nothing compared to that. But yeah, Buffalo, man, that's a spot for Eckler right there.
I think
Kansas
Buffalo.
City would be good too if they cut McKinnon. Kansas
City?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, him and Pacheco.
Yep.
He's not getting traded in the division, my boy.
Yeah,
no, he's not
You're
getting
right.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
that
way.
ain't happening.
There ain't no way.
No, I can see Buffalo, maybe even to the NFC. Get him out of there, not have to worry about him at all.
Maybe trade him to Miami for those two guys they re-signed.
3, they signed everybody.
No, Gaskin.
Yeah.
I mean,
They really signed all 4 of them.
for all of them for under $5 million. I
They really
think.
bought them all back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
With the Penny contract, he only got $1 million.
yeah, he got like 1.3.
Yeah,
Yikes.
must be like crazy incentives or something.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Well, there's a few teams out there. Philly does need some help at running back. They didn't sign anybody. Buffalo definitely. I think that is the place for him to go. If they can make that happen, man. I really thought Miles Sanders was gonna actually land in Buffalo. Are you even Jamal Williams, man? I don't know what Buffalo's doing. They're just sleeping. Maybe they're waiting for the draft. Who knows? But they had a chance at some really good talent. And speaking of Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert, they both re-signed to Miami. They both got 3-year contracts, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
cheap, man. Real cheap.
Well, who else was out there? They were gonna go for your boy
Kareem Hunt, man.
Miles.
What's going on?
Is he still a free agent? I thought he
Yeah.
was a top free agent.
He was. Should have been, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I would have signed him by now.
I mean, 2 weeks ago we got into a shouting match over some.
I'm telling you,
Kareem
man.
Hunt.
Hey, somebody's gonna get Kareem Hunt for cheap. I'm telling you.
Hey,
So-
beyond cheap.
Hey, real cheap. Hope we don't go to the Niners to go back up CMC.
So is it safe to say that Kareem Hunt is not a starter this year?
He's a starter, man. Just cut him some slack.
I don't think so. And I know that Darius Slay was supposed to be released. It came out within the last hour or hour and a half that he will be staying with the Eagles. He was never officially released. So yeah, they're trying to rework the deal now. Darius Slay will remain an Eagle, and that is good for the Eagles because they were losing a lot, man.
Darn it.
I know. It's A-okay. But let's get to this, man. The good stuff before we have to bring in some other people to do some picking of the cards. But right now, free agency frenzy, man. What's up, Paul? I'll let you go ahead, man. I'll let you kick this all off, man. This is your handiwork and it's so beautiful.
Man,
So thank you.
We'll start out. Yeah, we'll start off with back-to-back Raiders, man. Jacoby Myers, 26 years old. He, pocketed a little 3-year, $33 million contract, pretty much taking the place of Darren Waller, his kind of cap salary. So he's making probably $11 million a year. And going into McDaniel's offense with same thing with Jimmy G. He got himself a 3 year, 65. So bringing back guys from the old days, getting the band back together is what I should say. I mean, I don't know, man. Not too happy about the Garoppolo pick, but I mean, I think it's just one of those things where you're just gonna groom a rookie. I know we're gonna get a rookie here And you just don't want to throw a rookie out there too soon sometimes, and just kind of let them develop slowly, and just bring him out. And I'm pretty sure that's what the plan is. I hope that's what the plan is. But yeah, those two signings. I mean, McDaniel's guys coming back.
Let me ask you a question. What if they do not pick a quarterback in the first round, in the top 10? What is Jimmy G the man for you guys?
Probably not. I mean, it's a 3-year deal. So I mean, we got within. We don't pick one this year, maybe we get one next year. But I mean, I hear a lot of talk about one this year. So doing a lot of digging, man, ever since the Jimmy G thing happened. So I've been on a lot of sites, and there's still a lot of people start saying a quarterback for us.
I actually like that Jimmy G pickup for you guys, man. You guys needed a winner over there, especially after losing Carr.
Oh man, stop it, man. I like Carr better than Jimmy G.
Hey, I like wins. That's what we play this game.
Hey, Jimmy G is gonna see what it feels like not to have a defense. It's not good.
You don't think him and Devontae can carry this team?
I don't know about that. I mean, Devontae's gonna get his, man. Devontae always gets his. I mean, the separation for him. I mean, it'll probably be like the easiest kind of cross the middle type of throws that Jimmy G's ever gonna have to do. I know he's got the short yardage. I know he's good with short yardage, and Devontae can create space. But what do you guys think about Jacoby Myers?
Yeah, it's all right.
No, you don't like it? Come on, Ryan. Tell me something good, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, he's from an advanced stats standpoint, he's been one of the better wide receivers for the last like 2-3 seasons. It's a good pickup for the Raiders, honestly. I mean, they got three good weapons with Adams, Renfro, and Myers. Jimmy G, I mean, it's not the coolest thing to add to your team, but I think it's fine. Like, I think they're gonna find a way to be good. It doesn't get me off of like drafting Devontae Adams like early. I still think he's worth it. And I think one of the biggest complaints I heard is, Jimmy not having a big arm to, getting high A-dot passes and stuff like that. But a couple seasons ago with Devontae Adams, he was wide receiver 1 with a low A-dot, like low average catch yardage and stuff like that. So I think he could do it again.
Jose, what you think about our 2 additions?
I think Al Davis is rolling in his grave.
He's been rolling since he's been gone, my boy.
Man, this is This is supposed to be Vegas, a storied franchise, the Raiders. They have a top 10 pick, and you have Lamar Jackson out there available for trade. I mean, you could have even traded for Aaron Rodgers if he wanted to come, probably. You supposedly wanted to go to the Jets. But anyways, I mean, but you guys get Jimmy G. I mean, yeah, we know he knows the offense. He's been with McDaniels. That's great. But I mean, this is just Vegas. I mean, usually when you get a new coach, you come in, start making some splashy trades or splashy, moves. I mean, something. And, I mean, Jimmy G and Jacoby Myers, I mean, I guess. I mean, I playing with the Chiefs. I mean, they won Super Bowl twice in 3 years? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I
like it. I like the Myers signing. It's a cheap deal. He's going to give you pretty good numbers. He's never really been a receiver 1, so that's where it comes in good for you guys. But Jimmy's Jimmy. He'll keep you in the game, and then there'll be those games where he just falls apart in the fourth. Doesn't get it done. But I mean, I see you guys winning 7 games, 8 games.
You don't think they're a playoff team? I think they're a playoff team with Jimmy.
No, the NFL gets tough, even with the extra wild card. The teams are going to be tough. You got the Chargers.
Raiders don't have that defense.
So I'm saying, yeah, then they need to add on that side of the ball first before they become a playoff team.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, we're all bad. You can't really like knock them because I mean, for what's available, Jimmy's probably better than majority of the quarterbacks that are available right now. I mean, if I was the GM of the Raiders, I would have taken a shot. I would take a chance on Minshew over Garoppolo, but that's just me.
Gardner Minshew. Okay.
Yeah.
Over Jimmy.
Yeah, 100%.
So Billy, you really like this Jimmy G signing, huh?
I can't complain, man. He was on the 49ers. He did his thing, man. We went to the playoffs. We went to the NFC. I know one of the years it wasn't because of Jimmy, but we made it to the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. He got injured, came back. Still handled business. Trey Lance went down. He was winning games. He was balling out. He was actually balling out this past season. I'm not gonna lie. He actually was throwing farther than I've actually seen him throw a ball until he got injured again. And then Brock Purdy comes and the rest of that's all history. But what I'm saying is Jimmy handled business, man, when it was time to. So I mean, I can't complain about the guy.
Yeah.
And he knows the system.
Yeah,
he's coming in knowing the system. So I mean, it's a win-win, man.
Well, thanks for making me feel a little bit better. I'm still not satisfied, but it is what it is, and we'll see how that ends up. But let's move on. Let's talk about the free agent running backs. I'm gonna throw a couple of them out there. Miles Sanders just confirmed he got the 4-year, $25 million going to the Panthers. David Montgomery got the 3-year, $18 million going to the Lions. Jamal Williams, 3 years, $12 million to the Saints. Rashad Penny got 1 year, $1.3 million. I think me and Ant were talking about that a little while ago to the Eagles. And the latest one I got was James Robinson, 2 years, $8 million, Patriots. A lot of movement there. I mean, which one's the best running back? Going to a new home.
Jamal to the Saints, but like me and Ant were talking about before the podcast came on, he's gonna be splitting time. If he would have went to Buffalo or somewhere else, I think that he would have been at least getting a lot more reps, but he has to go split a lot of carries. I think that I think he becomes more of a like a role player, unless what's his name is out. What's his running back over there?
Kamara,
you know what I'm saying? Unless he's out and gets suspended or whatever. And Kamara's production last year wasn't all too great. So I mean,
they got Derek Carr out there now, though, so it'll be all right.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just thought I'd throw it out there. Hey man, what about your boy David Montgomery, man? He got a 3-year deal to the Lions. Come on, man, that's your boy.
That's my boy?
Yeah.
That's my boy?
It's your boy.
I would love to talk as much shit about David Montgomery, but I'm happy for the guy, right? He got he got 18 mil for 3 years. He's making millions of dollars. I'm over here on a podcast making nothing. What about Miles, man? I know you're happy for Miles.
Hey, congrats! Honestly, I think I talked about it in a pod a couple pods ago on him landing in Carolina if they didn't sign Foreman. I'm pretty much, I can almost guarantee it. But for Miles Sanders, I mean it's gonna be a long season for him, man. They got no quarterback. They're gonna go through the rookie struggles. I mean, they got no receiver. They got no draft capital. I mean, good luck, Miles Sanders. So.
What did I post on? I posted on Instagram earlier when the news broke by Adam Schefter. I said Sanders' career is over.
Yeah, there's nothing in Carolina for him right now. I mean, they have to just hit the jackpot on all their draft picks, and they got to pan out right away. And I mean, he just followed the money, man. $25 million. I'm pretty sure most of that's guaranteed. I mean, you got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. He was probably getting shitty offers from other teams. Carolina was like, "Hey, we're gonna pay you this, and here you're gonna get this amount guaranteed." And he's like, "Yeah, you know what? I already did what I had to do in the league. Let me just go, make this little bit of money real quick." Yeah, for sure. He followed the money. Ryan, what do you think on all those running backs?
I only think 2 of them are going to be RB1s on their teams. I think Miles Sanders will be an RB1 on the Panthers. I think he's better than Chuba Hubbard for sure. He's going to be like a dead zone running back. You'll probably get him in like round, 5, 6, 7, 8 somewhere. The other RB1 out of this list is David Montgomery. I think So like,
David Montgomery.
yeah, I don't like Montgomery, but I actually do think he's the RB1 in Detroit, even over DeAndre Swift. And I've been a DeAndre Swift truther for years now, man. But the dude can't stay healthy. And to me, signing David Montgomery for 3 years, 18 mil, that's a lot of money, man, for a running back. And I think and then also letting Jamal Williams go after the season that he had, I think it's a really like high vote of confidence for David Montgomery. So in my opinion, probably the most valuable running back out of this free agent list that we're talking about is probably David Montgomery. And I would project probably like a 60-40 split between Swift and Montgomery.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is he top 3 rounds? Dave Montgomery?
No, he's gonna be dead zone, but I think he'll be like by dead zone. I mean like round 4, 5, 6.
He'll go in the 4th.
Yeah, I could see 4th, and then Swift will probably be like 6th round or something.
You think he goes before Swift? Oh.
I mean, it depends on. I don't know. I mean, I think by the time we get to draft season this year, I think Montgomery be going first. But
we got your boy in the background. We'll bring him up in 15.
All right.
Text him and let him know.
All right. Hey, Ant, what about you? Running backs?
Montgomery's contract, I don't think it's as big as he was saying. Like 3 years, that's like $6 million a year. That's not too bad overall. I think he's the best fit right now, but I think he goes in the 3rd round fantasy drafts. I think he definitely gets drafted ahead of Swift. But my honestly, I'm not a big fan of it because it's in my division. But if Rashad Penny stays healthy, he could easily be the steal of the free agency, man. Like that guy kills when he was playing. So I mean, he stays on the field. He's explosive.
Yeah. Did we lose Jose?
I think he averages. I mean, I'm pretty sure he averages a little over 60 yards a carry. So I mean,
yeah, the advanced stats, man, with Penny. If he hits and if he stays healthy, you're right. He could be like the steal out of all of them.
You're paying the guy $1 million, so that's not. I mean, that's chain. It's pennies. And then if he stays healthy behind that old line,
what's that good old contract year? Yeah, performing what you get. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a perfect way to put that one. He was doing good before he got hurt, right?
He was, yeah.
I was all happy about it when I drafted him, and then I think I traded him to some guy just right on time. I don't know who it was, but some guy. I was like, I traded him right when he was hot, and then the next week went right down there. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy after I traded him, man. I was like, I felt pretty bad. But that happens, man. Nobody expected that. He was on fire, man. All right, Jose, what do you think? Running backs. Who do you like out of there, man? Who's gonna do good?
I'll piggyback off Ant. I think Ryan said the same thing. Just Montgomery probably has the best opportunity, given the circumstance that Swift can't stay healthy. Sanders, I mean, he just got his money. That's pretty much what he did going to Carolina. And like Paul said, there's no talent over there. They traded everybody away. Got no quarterback.
We got the towel boy.
Yeah, he just got his money while he could. But Montgomery has the best chance, I think. On the Lions, it's probably why he went there. He feels that Swift probably can't beat him out.
Yeah.
And they run the ball a lot on the Lions. We've seen it the past 2 years. Yeah. So kudos to him.
All right. Did everybody get a shot at the running backs? Billy, did you get a shot at that? Everybody? Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the receivers. I know we got about 10 minutes before we start bringing people in. So 10 minutes. I know we talked about Jacoby Myers a little bit, but so Jacoby Myers, you got Alan Lazard, 4 years to the Jets. We got Juju Smith-Schuster, 3 years, $23 million to the Patriots. We got Robert Woods, the old Robert Woods, 2 years, $15 million going to the Texans. And I think that's about it for receivers. I mean, out of those receivers, Jacoby's probably the better one. I mean, Alan Lazard, I mean, once once Aaron Rodgers gets there, right?
You say Juju?
Yeah, and also Juju to the Patriots, kind of flip flop with the Jacoby Myers there, kind of taking his spot.
I mean, I think he's in the best situation.
Okay.
Who, Juju?
He's the only receiver there, from what I know. Even Dorsett's gone.
I think Alan Lazard is in the better situation, especially with
Rodgers on the way.
With the whole Rodgers on the way thing. Yeah,
They're pretty deep though, man. They got Elijah Mitchell.
yeah, that's my point. That's
even better.
That's a really good wide receiving core
with the chemistry Aaron Rodgers has already with him.
Yeah, but where's Lazard? Where's Lazard on that depth chart though?
Come on, man. He's gonna be. He's a starter. He's gonna be on the field.
He'll probably be second. I don't think they're too crazy about Elijah Mitchell. Oh no, Elijah Moore. Sorry.
He's the slot receiver, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is a shame, man. Moore is hella talented.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what do you think, Ryan, out of all those receivers?
Yeah, this is just what an anticlimactic wide receiver class, dude. Like, I'm not excited about any of these. Sorry, I almost cut. I'm not excited about any of these guys, man.
Let it out, Ryan. Just fucking one good time.
I mean, I feel like Jacoby Myers. I like Jacoby Myers, but I feel like it's a lateral move. He's going to be the number 2 and probably number 2 or number 3 in Las Vegas. Schuster. I mean, dude, anybody that goes to the Patriots, it's not a good situation. I mean, he's gonna be the only one there, but they throw the ball 10 times a game anyways. Lazard's probably in the best situation, so I agree with you guys on that as far as like from a winning standpoint. But I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty pissed off when I saw Lazard going to the Jets, just because I was counting on Garrett Wilson and Moore being the top 2 targets because they got rid of Braxton Berrios. I figured, but I mean, they got Lazard now, so I guess, maybe Moore can still have a shot. But I still think Garrett Wilson can be the number 1 guy there. And then, Robert Woods, he's just there to be a blocker. And then
$15 million is there to block?
He's there to block for what's his face. Running back, I can't remember his name.
Give me 15 mil. I'll go try and block.
Yeah. I'll be blocking like Zeke did on that last play. My bad, Ant. My bad.
Yo.
I made that GIF this morning in about 5 minutes.
Oh, you made that one, Ryan?
Yeah, I made it.
Oh, this guy.
Billy, what's up with those receivers, man?
Those receivers, man, again, like I said, Alan Lazard, I think, is in the best situation. Juju's going to the Patriots. We're not going to hear from him for the next 3 years unless he gets cut. I mean, the Patriot way, man. Unless your name is Randy Moss. And even then, unless it was a big splash play from Tom Brady to Randy Moss, you didn't hear much from him. Robert Woods going to the Texans. I mean, I kind of like that. He's definitely at the end of his career. I mean, 2 years, 15 million.
Yeah.
I don't know how much big plays he got left in him. And then, just Jacoby going to the Raiders. I really do like that. I really do like Jacoby. You got this kid in his prime, along with Devontae, who's probably going to go learn from Devontae, become better, and that's definitely going to be. I think Jimmy's going to rely on Jacoby immensely, especially in the offense. Those short passes. Jacoby's is one of those slant routes and give and go type fucking situations. I feel like Jacoby is really suited for that Raiders offense. But I feel like Allen is really in the best position, especially that wide receiver core over there. That Jets offense, along with that defense, oh my God, this Jet, especially once they get Aaron Rodgers, Jets are really the Super Bowl, at the top of the Super Bowl contending list for the AFC.
Yeah. What about Jose? Did you get a crack at that?
We're talking about team-wise? Yeah, I mean, the Jets, obviously, if they're getting Rodgers. An individual, it'll probably be Juju. He's gonna get fed over there Jones, and he's a young quarterback still, and it's probably good for his career. I mean, this guy always playing around, and Bill Belichick ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
If Bill Belichick catching you do some stupid TikTok dances, you might get cut.
Yeah.
So
no more
this might
TikToks
be
from
good
that
for
guy.
him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, each receiver they're gonna eat on these teams that they went to, but I think Juju probably has the best opportunity just for himself. Myers with Jimmy G, it's yet to be seen. I mean, Jimmy's not a deep threat. He's not gonna throw the ball deep to anybody. And I never really seen Myers play every game of his career, but YouTube his highlights. I don't think there's many of them.
Yeah, they're all slants. Look at what Mac Jones was able to do with Jacoby Myers. That was my point about the whole Jimmy and Jacoby situation. I feel like it's just gonna be like a blanket for Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mac Jones sucks. Sorry.
He does. Hey, real quick, speaking about quarterbacks, I know we got a couple minutes. So, hey, these quarterbacks found new homes real quick. We'll just go around the horn real quick on these ones. You got Tyler Heineke to the Falcons on a 2-year deal. Baker Mayfield, 1 year, $4 million, and you got Jacoby Brisket 1 year to the Commanders. How you guys feel? Real quick, go around the horn.
Who you starting with?
Let's start with Ant.
None are going to start. What doesn't matter?
All right, Jose.
Hey, my boy Brisket all day.
Ryan, real quick.
Yeah, Brisket's probably the best one. Taylor Heineke, he's just there to establish the run. That's it.
And then last but not least, Billy.
Man, Baker, bro. Baker's gonna go crazy for the Bucks, man. He's gonna be hitting the jersey in the end zone. Watch.
I'm tired of seeing Baker Mayfield. He reminds me of fucking Tim Tebow.
He's like Tebow 2.0, bro. Because he could actually sling the ball.
I'm just tired of him. I mean, the guy wins one game out of 7, and his career's, I just can't.
He had a good rookie. He had a good rookie year, man. He had like 27 touchdowns or something.
He's never
like
been a top quarterback in fantasy. Never.
Oh well.
Never.
Well, that's all we got for free agency. We probably we talk about the available ones later. I know we got some other stuff to get into.
Oh man, let's bring your boy up, Manny. Are you there, Manny?
Yo.
The Green Bay fan.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
Hey.
Yo, welcome to the This Is Your Fantasy Football League, man.
Thank you for having me, man. I remember watching Paul when it all started, so it's nice to finally be here, man.
When was that? 10 years ago?
Nah, it was in my kitchen just like a year ago, or however many months.
Yeah, on the kitchen floor, Paul?
No.
I'm on the floor, bro.
Hey, wherever the information is leaks, man, it's all good.
Yeah. He'd bring his little decorations downstairs and hang them up. That's all right.
Still got that flag on the wall, man. It was for months.
Yo, so which cards am I using?
So Mike should be in here in a minute.
Okay, but I'm just asking while we're doing this, which cards am I using for this?
Cards we got.
The Joker, the
I'm
Ace,
out, y'all. I'll catch y'all later.
I was use all the face cards.
Use all face cards?
Yeah.
All right.
Make it easy.
1, 2, 3.
And so who else are we missing? So you got Mike coming in.
Yeah, he's coming in.
And then you got one more, right?
I think that's it. And
Jose,
it's just us 4, huh?
Hey, we're gonna do Joker high over here, bro.
Okay. We're gonna point the camera down. I got to make sure there's nothing tricky going on here.
Yeah, I want to pick my card.
I can hold them like this for you guys.
Okay. I was like, hey man, I don't see the cards now, man. You can't. Hey, once they hit the camera, they can't leave. I'm like,
I'm trying to shuffle them right, man.
Now it's up the sleeve right now. It's up the sleeve. I can see that.
All right, man. So just just so everybody knows what we're doing again. All you fantasy owners, we had 4 new people join. Was it 4? Yeah, we had 4 new people join. I'm tripping. So we don't need the Joker. But yeah, we had 4 new people join my league, or This Is Your Fantasy League. They're gonna actually choose a card, and then they'll be able to pick the best team, I guess, quote unquote, best team that's available. And yeah, they'll be assigned that team, and then they'll be able to pick their keeper for next year. And again, we're doing all rounds, so rounds 1 through 16. Whatever player that you want, they have to be rostered at least until week 10 or by week 10. Sorry.
All right. So how do we tell who gets to go first, man? I mean, I was
about to say, yeah. So high card goes first, or what? Ace?
How we doing it?
Yeah,
Ace
you guys can do that. Ace high. You guys want to do it? Here we go.
Go ahead, Paul.
All right. Welcome
It don't
in.
matter. Who wants to start? Who wants to start?
We made it.
All right.
How you doing,
Welcome
Mike?
in.
Welcome.
Hey, I was the first one to join, so I'll pick first.
All right. All right.
Pretty sure I
remember,
joined
this
before
is-
you, Paul,
this-
but it's all good.
This is my right hand, and this
All
is
right.
my left hand. Just so you guys know,
So which card is the number 1 pick?
they're gonna pick. I mean, I guess. they
Give me
could just
your the right hand
pick-
second card.
So this one.
Yeah.
All right.
I want second.
You want to know?
Hold on, hold on.
Oh,
you
Yeah,
wanna
okay.
know?
let's see it. Let's see it.
Here, he got the king.
Okay. Give me middle.
Ooh, damn. That's the Joker. So now.
Is that the number 1 pick?
No, that's not the number one. That's the
Ace-
Joker.
Ace
I mean, not
is
the Joker. That's the Jack. That's the Jack.
That's the last pick, right?
Yeah, that's the last pick.
Oh man, I'm out.
We got 2 left.
That's
Yeah.
between you guys.
I got on last, so
Yeah.
go ahead, make your pick.
You might have to
Oh, he
pick
might have to
because
pick. He's
he's
frozen.
I think Ant froze.
Damn.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
it goes to you, my boy. Go
Hey,
ahead.
yeah, go ahead, pick it. Here, I'll do it. I'll make it easier. Here we go.
give me
Uh-
the one
Uh-oh.
on your
Le-
right.
I'm like, what?
Oh, no.
We lost one. Uh-oh, we lost
I
both.
couldn't hear what he said.
We lost both.
What just happened?
You're right.
My
You're
right?
right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, Ant with the number 1 team, huh?
Hey, just switch my
No.
deck real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
never
in time.
He froze and he got it. So it goes Ant, Paul, Mike, and then Manny.
Choosing teams.
Ryan, you got the number. Send me them keepers. Let me know. I see some rounds. I'll let you know today. I ain't like Paul. I ain't trying to wait 2 months.
I'm not gonna wait 2 months, man.
I thought you were
Yo,
picking
give
them
me
now.
some time. We need time.
Yeah,
for
we're
it, man.
picking up. We're picking it right now. Which
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh, right on.
that's what we're here for.
Okay, so
Manny's just hoping, huh?
Yeah,
you
dude,
go-
I'm all right, man. I'm good with leftovers.
So which team are you interested in, Ant? Was it the so I'll go through the 4 of them real quick and just highlight the keepers that are probably the best ones. So there is Lions team. He has Justin Herbert for a 4th. And he has Ken Walker at 9th round value.
Oh, that's right. You sent it to me.
I like that one.
And then those are the only notable, like really notable, like keepers.
And how many?
then there's Hassan's team.
So we only get one keeper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 keeper. So
You said,
the best
you said
one on
Tyreek
Lions
Hill's in
team.
the 4th, right?
What?
You said Tyreek Hill was like the 4th round.
He said Herbert fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Herbert.
for Herbert.
Ken Walker's the 9th round value.
No, but you said like we were talking about earlier too. You said Tyreek Hill was like in the 4th round, right?
No, he's a 3rd round value.
Third
So
round?
that's
That's not bad either.
yeah, that's Derek's team.
Yeah, that's Derek's team. That's a different team.
And then so yeah, we'll go since we're on Derek's team. Yeah, it's Tyreek Hill at the 3rd round value. Christian Watson. Actually, I don't know if he's a keeper eligible on that team.
You said that already. Well, Ramondre.
Maybe Mark Andrews might be keeper eligible. I think at 3rd or 4th.
Actually, you know
round
what
value.
we can do? I can do this, bro. I don't know why I didn't do this to begin with.
I was going. Basically, it's either, if Ramondre was kept.
Ramondre's not eligible because I traded him late in the season to Derek. That's the reason why I think he left.
Yeah. Here we go, man. So this is my
go.
team. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and go to standings. And
Come on, Ant, hurry up, man.
So this is Lions team right here. What happened?
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
Come on, I'm going to take Kenneth Walker, man. Come on, I
What
already know it's
what round was Garrett Wilson on Hassan's team?
Let me look real quick.
Lamar and friends.
I can see him right here. They're all the teams. Or like I'm on Ross St. Brown. When was he taken?
5th round.
Damn.
Wilford or St. Brown?
Taking St. Brown.
I'm gonna go with. No, I'm not taking St. Brown. I want Hill, but the Ken Walkers are too good to be true.
I'm not gonna lie; these 4 teams are actually really, really, really good. So
I'm not going to take all day like Paul is.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Garrett Wilson on the draft board, man. I wonder if he went undrafted.
See, that's big, man.
as long as he was on the roster by week 10. Hold on,
man. That would be some big news, but
see,
so week
you're rushing me. Like
Lamar and friends, week 10, right?
He's on the same team, isn't he? You can just
Garrett,
choose that team.
Garrett Wilson there.
Garrett Wilson has 14th round value.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
That's crazy. That's actually really decent.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Did we choose already?
9th?
Hey, Ryan.
Ken
Walker
was
was the 9th?
Yeah, Ken Walker's the 9th.
Yeah, I'll take Ken Walker.
All right, so whose team is that?
I don't even know, dude. It's Lion Hughes.
All right, so you got Lions team. That's the team that I drafted. So the next 3 teams, we still got Lamar and friends, Paul. We got
give me Justin Jefferson in the 2nd round, my boy.
Yeah, that's Vic's team. So you
I didn't know JJ was drafting the 2nd round.
All right. Stop. Now
Stop,
Mike.
Yo, you bullshitting.
Yo.
It's your pick. So I think between
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, so you got the available teams left. You got Derek's team. He has Tyreek Hill with the 3rd round pick.
With my 2 choices.
Remember, this is all.
Derek's team with Tyreek Hill, or I think it's Hassan's team, right? With Amon-Ra St. Brown at 5th round value, or Garrett Wilson with 14th round value.
Oh, what's Joe Burrow? 4th round?
4th round.
What team was he on?
On Derek's team.
He wasn't on week 10.
He wasn't?
It wasn't? Dang.
No, he had Jamar Chase though.
No, I have Chase on my team.
Wasn't Joe Burrow on this team?
You're looking at the wrong. Oh wait.
No, I'm on week 10.
No, that's the right team. Weird.
Yeah. I'm on week 10. Did you guys?
I thought I just saw Burrow up there
yeah,
and Hill.
Maybe he dropped him. Maybe.
Okay, so it was past the cutoff. Sorry, Mike. Yeah, so Tyreek Hill's eligible.
He traded after, and you said Tyreek is a 3rd
round pick. Yeah, and then the other team do they have Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yeah, I think he kept them all year. Hold on. I'm going Lamar and friends, Hassan.
Yeah.
I'm going to week 10 real quick, but I think he had him. Yeah, he pretty much had everybody. He had Amon-Ra. Bro, he has DeAndre, he kept Eckler all season too, right?
Oh, Kelsey's a keeper too. Or
Yeah, Kelsey.
Second round.
let me see what round he was in.
I think he went third.
Oh
no,
wow.
no way. I would have
No
took
way.
him. I would have took him.
No way.
What's the other team?
Fucking nonsense. Paul's over here snaking me for JJ.
Man, hey,
I'm sure you already knew.
Yeah,
So
Kel-
you also had like
You
Lamar
already knew,
Jackson
man. I
over
thought
here.
you did. Quit
Kelsey
bullshit.
went in round 1.
Oh, did he go round 1?
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
either those two, and I was either taking the one
What
you
round
took
is
or the
Lamar?
one I was gonna take.
Paul, I hope you get the
So-
last pick of the first round. That way you get
Travis-
no value.
Travis Kelsey is first round value.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's still on there, 14th round. That's pretty good.
What about Amon-Ra? Amon-Ra went what round?
You said fifth round.
5th round.
Ooh, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the
Hold
one,
on.
dude.
My opinion, Garrett Wilson, no brainer, 14th round. That's a no
Nah,
brainer.
go for the other team,
Aaron
though.
Rodgers.
Nah,
He
go
said
with the
go-
other team, though.
He said go for the other team. It sounds like you're gonna get Manny. It sounds like you're gonna get Tyreek
I
though
can
in the
actually
third.
hear you guys. I can actually hear you guys now. Show me those teams one more time. Y'all out?
All right.
I'll see you guys later. Huh? She left
So
already.
I'm gonna go
Next
over
time for
here.
sure. I had a call to take, so I sent them home. But for sure, they'll be back because Sage had a great time. So yes.
Okay, I was like twice, I think.
Yes.
All right, so on week 10,
Get him some fish oil or something.
What the?
are you good now?
My bad, y'all.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Let me see.
All right, so on this team, it looks like did he keep? Oh no, he didn't keep Stephon, did he?
No, I remember you guys talking, or we talked about that on the pod, and he got traded or something like that.
Yeah,
So-
the only one on there that's any good, I think, is Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Who did he
Nah,
have
that's
at the
what you
end
want,
of the
though.
season? Oh yeah, he traded everybody.
It's like his whole team.
No wonder he. Okay, no wonder.
Best value, man. Garrett Wilson. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers.
So we got this team, which is Big Dig's Energy, or we got Lamar and friends with pretty much everybody.
Nah, you
Like,
for sure brought that big dick energy, man. That's what you're giving me vibes.
We got Amon-Ra St. Brown, we got Travis Kelsey, we got Lamar
You don't want that.
Jackson, Garrett Wilson.
Nah, you-
Yeah, or you can get Tyreek Hill.
Fucking dude's watching TV. Come on, bro.
What's up, Mike? What are you choosing? Oh, you know what? That's my fault. Hello, yo. Are you? We couldn't hear you.
Was I muted?
Yeah, my bad.
I'm over here asking questions and I'm thinking you're answering them, and that is not what was happening. Yeah, I was saying, what round is Lamar?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't think he was on at the end of the season though.
Oh,
Yeah,
got
he's
it.
still here. I'm looking week 17.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Let me look at Lamar Jackson. Sorry.
You're stuck with Tyreek, man.
Fuck.
I mean, hey, man, third round.
I would have
Tyreek.
I would have left the league too if I would have screwed my
Yeah,
whole team
Lamar,
up like
Lamar
that.
Jackson's third round value.
Woo. I'm gonna go with that team.
All right.
I'm gonna go with
So
the team with Lamar.
Lamar and friends goes to Mike, and Manny
All
gets the Big Digs Energy.
For sure.
All right, I'm gonna make sure that I go in there and add your guys' name. If you can, shoot me your guys' email address and everything. That way, I got it. That way, I can add you guys into here.
All right,
For
for
sure.
sure.
All right, Manny. All right, Mike. Welcome to the league, man. It's gonna be
Peace.
fun. I'll be sending out the schedule for the actual live draft. So,
Sounds good.
All right, dude.
All right. all right,
welcome,
guys.
guys.
Have a good
Later,
night.
fellas.
Peace.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, cool, man. That was easy. Somewhat. Where's Jose at?
Oh, you guys messed around. See, you guys didn't give me the full details. Oh, that's all I hear from Ant the whole time. I'm not gonna take so long.
Come on, bro.
I didn't get all the
We're gonna
details.
talk about
I
Justin
ain't
Jefferson
doing
in the
this.
second round.
Hey man, maybe
Ain't
if
coming
you
to that
wouldn't have froze, you would have got the full details, my boy. You know what I mean?
If I got the full details, you should send that shit to me in advance.
Why don't you? He did send it to you in advance.
Send me a picture. There's no keepers on that shit.
Hey,
I'll give you a picture.
right when Ryan said it, and then
Was
he
that-
gave me the like options, I already knew it was either those two. I was like, if I get the top two, it's either gonna be JJ or it's gonna be Kenneth Walker right off the bat. I was like, I did my homework. Oh, yeah.
Never aware.
Yeah, whatever.
I wouldn't have
man.
took it either way, but it's beside the point. It's a principle.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Hope you get the 12th pick. That way it's fucking pointless.
What are you talking about? JJ, he's like he's probably a top 5 pick.
Yeah, probably, but I don't give a shit. You'll find a way to fuck it up.
All right.
All right, man. What's next, man? We doing these top available, man?
We can talk about it.
Oh, we're still
Talking
on. My bad. I thought we were done.
We can scroll right through it. I mean, there's a couple of them. We'll talk about them real quick. Dalton Schultz still available. You got Odell, big name out there, still looking for a home. Oh, excuse me, man. What's that? Miko Hardman, Mike Gesicki, Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton, Devin Singletary, Richie James. I thought he was younger than that, man. I didn't know he was a 27-year-old receiver. I thought he was still a young rookie type of receiver. Herb Smith, Adam Thielen. He was just released last week. He hits the free agency. Ant's boy Zeke Elliott looking for the home. DJ Chart, my boy Kareem Hunt. We got Julio Jones on this list. Jarvis Landry, Dante Foreman, Leonard Fournette, Foster Moreau, Matt Collins, and Darius Slayton. Top available free agents. Which one stands out the most? I know a lot of us look at Odell. Let's just say outside of Odell. Which one like just wows you right there that's still available?
I would say Adam Thielen. Even though he's, at the end of his career, I think that's the one right there. And I know that there are teams that are trying to recruit him right now.
Serviceable wide receiver for sure.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. The ones that I do know that are probably not going to get picked up are Kareem Hunt, Julio Jones, Leonard Fournette. Those are my bottom three.
Kareem Hunt's gonna get signed, man. I'm telling you.
Trash.
What about you, Ant? What do you see from those running backs? Or not running back, free agents?
I like Foreman. I honestly think he actually winds up in Dallas to help out Pollard. Thielen, like George said, I hope he winds up in Kansas City. That'd be a great home for him.
Ooh.
Yikes.
DJ Chark, I actually heard a little bit about him going maybe to the Giants. That'd be kind of cool. They need something over there. You named a shit ton, so it's kind of hard to talk.
Yeah, they need a lot. They need a lot of help out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. I know Ryan's doing his homework right now. I can see him looking. What do you think, Ryan?
He's doing mock drafts over there.
Yeah, I'm mock drafting right now. No, I'm kidding. I saw some news about Thielen earlier today. I think he's the most interesting. The other one I'm looking at is like Mike Gesicki, just to see where he lands. Hopefully, it's like some tight end friendly spot. But yeah, other than that, I'm hoping Singletary does not go back to the Bills. And I'll be curious to see where Dalton Schultz lands.
Yeah, Dalton Schultz was the one I'm still looking at. I think he can jump on anybody's team and right away help you at the tight end position. I mean, he's a solid tight end, still available. Gesicki too. I think Gesicki was in talks with New England last time I checked. He was, they have like 6 tight ends that they run out of a formation, so I can see that happening as well. But yeah, Adam Thielen, pretty much the big one there. Yeah, a lot of those running backs outside of Kareem Hunt, I think Kareem Hunt finds a spot. But yeah, Thielen's the guy, man. There's nothing much to take from these free agents, really. I mean, a lot of these guys are on the like a little bit older, right? They're on the outside, like mid-30s. The only young one we really see is like Schultz at 26, Slayton at 26, and Singletary at 25.
And they're all subpar players too.
Yeah, and they're nothing's like really great about them. They're just like role players, if I'm saying it right. But nothing.
I could see Dalton Schultz landing in Seattle. That is a tight end friendly football team.
Man, that would be nice actually for your boy Gino.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That little touchdown target right there.
That'd be
He might just mess around and have a 80% completion rating with Dalton Schultz on the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. So yeah, that kind of sums up our free agent frenzy / top available. I don't know if we got to talk about it. Our least fantasy free agent impact out of everybody we talked about. Who's the least? Who's gonna do the least amount of work in fantasy for you guys? Let's go with Ryan.
Ooh, I'm trying to think.
Out of those free agents,
everybody we talked about, that whole list. I mean, who's not making that impact, man?
Yeah, I think Robert Woods is dust.
That's easy.
I mean, that's
the easy one, yeah.
I'd say out of the big ones, I think Lazard. Okay, so like Alan Lazard, good situation. I don't think he's going to be fantasy relevant though.
What?
And same thing
even with Aaron Rodgers going there for sure.
Yeah, I don't think he'll give you enough points that you'll ever start him. Like he'll be a part of the team and maybe be the wide receiver 2 or 3, but I think it's going to be Garrett Wilson easy. That's the number one.
I mean, even in Green Bay, Lazard wasn't really blowing anybody away. He never had 1,000 yards, never had 10 TDs. I mean,
he went 8 straight weeks with a touchdown.
I want to take that.
And then he got beat out by Christian Watson.
Well, I'm gonna jump to it and say I'm gonna say Miles Sanders ain't gonna do nothing, man. He's got no help, man. It's him by himself. You put 8 in the box, you shut him down, you shut Carolina down, you put some pressure on a rookie quarterback. Man, Carolina's done, man. They're gonna be done for a while. So that's my guy. I had to get it out the way, man.
You know what? David Montgomery's my guy. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Don't even draft him. Don't waste a pick on David Montgomery. I'm telling you now.
Oh man,
what a bum.
We can't stop hating now. Keep it going.
Yeah, he's even on a new team. He's still gonna hear it, huh?
No facts, bro.
All right. Anybody have anything else to take away from this fantasy free agent frenzy? Anything notable want to add to it? Ant, you good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man.
Trying to see, did anything else happen while we were doing all this extra stuff? Anything from Schefter?
I've been on it. No, I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Well, so is it time to move? Is it time to move on to the round 2?
Yes, sir.
We'll talk about the way too early round 2 mock draft. I know we were all excited about it. I know a couple guys wanted to go round 3, but I think I'll have to put a stop to that, man. I think 2 rounds is plenty for, especially being this early in the season, man. You don't know we still don't know where people are going. People ain't got quarterbacks we're taking in the first round. So let's kick it off, man. Uncle Ralph had the number 1 pick going back the other way. Josh Jacobs at number 13. Solid pick for me. I love the pick at 13. I feel like he could have. That's probably where he's gonna go, man. I mean, late first round, early second. I mean, it's a good spot for him. Right, Ant?
I think he goes lower. Well, I think he goes 6 through 10.
Middle of the round of the second?
Yeah, I think someone definitely take him there based off what he did last year. And I mean they're adding pieces around that team. Jimmy's a pretty well known name, reliable source to an extent. So I mean they're not they didn't get any worse, and they'll probably, and the draft's not here yet. So I mean they could add O linemen, they could add a tight end, they could add who knows who they'll add, but I don't they definitely didn't decline at all. So I mean I don't see why he wouldn't fall the second round.
What's up, Billy Jacobs?
I mean, he is the league's leading rusher, man.
Yeah, man.
I think that's the right spot for him.
I think so too. Ryan.
Yeah, I everything Ant said I agree with. I think Jacobs actually could go higher in the draft.
Yeah, man. I wish Jose was here to talk about his own pick. He probably had to go make dinner or something. But Jose coming back in the second round, number 2 pick in the second round, Travis Kelce. I mean, it's Kelce, man. Right, Ryan?
Good pick. Yeah, I mean, if he wouldn't have took Kelce, I would have took him at my pick. It's one of those things, man. I picked Kelce last year in the second round at pick 16, I think, and I didn't believe in him, and that was a mistake. So,
Because of his age, right?
Yeah, it's because of his age. I was fading him. So I mean, yeah, I don't think you could fade him. He's gonna have to. Somebody's gonna get caught with their pants down someday drafting him.
Hey, the way he's performing still, Billy, this guy's is unstoppable, man.
Gotta take the risk.
No, I agree. No, I still think Kelce is. I think I know he's old, but I still think that watching him this season, man, I still think he got like a solid like 4 to 5 years left, dude. Like he's still playing at a high level, and he may be getting a little bit slower, but who's taking him down? Nobody can take that big guy down.
You know what it is? His route running. You ever see his route running for a tight end?
So
man,
beautiful.
he just shakes these, and think about it. He's got linebackers guarding him. You know what I mean? He's nice. I mean, if they want to put a corner on him, go ahead, be my guest. But he's still going to get those catches. But a linebacker, he's still going to dust those guys, right?
Oh yeah, easy.
Yeah,
except for Fred Warner.
all right. And Kelce at the second pick in the second.
No problem at all. It's some people take him higher, some people take him lower. All depends on what format you're doing. But I mean, the guy finishes top 15 overall every year, so I mean, it's not going to hurt your team by any means.
Yeah.
He'll have probably 2-3 games a year. He'll have under 10 points fantasy. Other than that, he'll have 10, 15, 20, 30 every week.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't mind it.
Solid pick, man. You can't never go. I honestly, since Kelce's been in the league, man, you can't go wrong with him in the top end of the drafts. So he's just been there and he just produces. That's all he does. All right, man. Trey, third pick in the third pick in the second. He's a homer on this one, man. He's going Jalen Waddle. Waddle. I'll start off with Waddle. I mean, he had an incredible season. For me, it's as long as Tua can stay healthy, man. I mean, you could see the difference when Tua's not in there with Jalen Waddle, man. He's a different receiver. If Tua can stay healthy, yeah. Look at his numbers last year. Waddle was just exploded. Same thing with you got Tyreek. Even with Tyreek on there, he's not missing it. He's not missing a beat with sharing the ball. They're both getting almost 100 receptions. The dude's a top fantasy receiver. Tua is the key for Waddle to be productive. And
I don't mind the pick numbers wise, but I wouldn't take him there. I see too many. I like the running back heavy, and I see Waddle. I would take Waddle in the third, maybe even late, maybe an early fourth, on the backside. But I don't take him that early.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the list. If you look at some of the lists, he took Waddle over. There's
really?
yeah. So I think he's just being a homer on this one.
I didn't know if he was joking or he was but trying to
I don't know. They don't call him last place or Trey for a reason. So Billy, what you think?
I mean, that's a okay pick. I agree with Ant, man. I feel like Waddle's more of a third rounder.
Okay.
Like beginning of the third, middle third.
Okay.
Especially with who's like next up. Like when we talk about this next pick, like it's just like
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Ryan, Waddle?
It was a reach.
That's all you got to say on it? It was a reach?
That's it.
We're all on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, he's a homer, man.
You were cool with it.
It was cool. I mean, he's as long as he stays healthy, man. That's Tua. I mean, I don't see a problem with the pick. But we'll go to the two-time champ Purple Cobras at the next.
Go
ahead.
The Cobra's coming back.
I don't want to steal your thunder, so I'll let you take it away here.
No, you can't steal my thunder, man. All right, the Cobra's back. Pick number 16 in the Fantasy Family mock draft, taking Mr. Jamar Chase. I think it's we'll break it down. It's a first round talent in the second round.
Slam dunk, man.
Easy.
Slam dunk. There's no way. Just no way. I was like, if this was real, I'm already pissed off looking at Ryan's team. Just how it's. And what'd you get? Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase. Like, it's not looking good right off the bat. So,
That's why he's the champ for.
Those are two hell of receivers to have on the team. Slam dunk pick, Ryan. Billy, I think we're all going to go around the horn and say the same thing.
No, man, it's easy. That's an easy one. That's why I said, you know what? I think that if Ryan is picking behind Trey again, I think that he's going to win another championship. Just saying. Obviously with the Waddle pick, and then that's crazy.
Yeah. We're going to have to make sure Ryan gets the number 1 pick overall. And actually, no, because then he's going to have to take CMC. We don't want that.
His favorite son.
Things have shifted a little bit. I mean, we got like Mixon going already.
Yeah.
The other picks probably shift down a little bit. And
yeah.
I don't know. Like, would you take Kelsey over Chase?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. So I mean, that can fluctuate a little bit.
Wait, Chase, you said Kelsey over Chase?
Yeah.
Man,
that's a rough one, man. I still
go ahead, Paul. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I still will, just because of the tight end, how he separates them from you have Travis Kelsey, and then that's it. All right. Travis Kelsey is a tier 1 by himself. Yeah. And then there's no other tight end that comes close. Maybe 100 points. I think we broke it down in another pod, but there's nobody else that comes close to Travis Kelsey. And that's the only reason why I would draft Travis Kelsey above him, because there's other receivers that Jamar Chase is, he's in the boundaries with. Travis Kelsey's in a tier by himself. That's the reason why I would take him.
Yeah, Paul, you hit it right on the head. There literally was a 100-point difference from Kelsey to the number 2 tight end, which can't remember. It wasn't Mark Andrews. I think it was the guy in Minnesota.
Oh, Hawkinson,
yeah.
TJ.
Yeah, it's a massive advantage. I mean, I took Cooper Kupp over Kelsey, so I think it's borderline. It just depends. Okay, I don't want to get too philosophical, but it depends on how you like to build your team. And if you take Kelsey in the first round, you have to construct your team differently, if that makes sense, because you're not going to get a starting running back in the first round, and then by the time your second round pick comes, it's going to be picked through as far as running back. So you're going to be taking somebody. So if you take tight end first, you got to really change up your philosophy on how you draft. And so that's why, at least on my picks for now, I went with Kupp, because I think you could easily see him going for 20 points a game. And then to me, Jamar Chase and Kelsey, they're about even, because we haven't seen it yet, but I think we're going to see a 20-point plus per game season from Jamar Chase at some point. If it's not next season, it could be the season after.
As long as he stays healthy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Go ahead, Billy. I mean, you were talking about Chase's easy pick, right?
That's easy.
But also, what about what Ant asked? You taking Kelsey over Chase?
Am I taking Kelsey over Chase? You know what? I think I am. I mean, you solidify it's because think about this. All right, for me, I got Jay Jettas, and if I'm like in that position, of course I'm taking Kelsey, because now I got the top wide receiver and the top tight end. Mm-hmm. Come on, that's an easy call. Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then I can just work with a mediocre quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, so to answer that, Ant, I think we're all on the Kelsey train on that one. All right, let's move on to the next pick. My pops. He's taking Kenneth Walker in the second. Ant's going to keep him in the 9th round in the TIYF league. Go ahead, Ant. What do you think about this pick?
I love him, man, as long as he stays healthy. I mean, he obviously got hurt, missed a lot of games, but I mean, like, that offense is actually decent around Geno. Geno doesn't really cause too many turnovers. He's pretty, okay with the ball. Yeah, he doesn't really, make too many errors, too many drastic plays. Like Ryan said a few weeks ago, he wish he would run the ball a little more, but I don't mind him staying in the pocket. And I do feel like Seattle's always been pretty run heavy. They don't mind running the ball, and he doesn't know one to share the ball with. So that's him all day long.
Yeah, for him to have 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns and only playing from week 6 to 17, I mean, that tells you right there on what kind of player he's going to be. As a rookie, he's just going to get better. He's got, fresh legs. This he runs hard, man. And then I'm gonna quote off what Ryan says. This guy can take it to the house at any point of the game, man. This guy, he'll give you like 4 fantasy points at half, and he'll end up with 20 somehow because he just broke one for 75 yards and a touchdown. Because that's what this guy can do, man. I'll let Ryan go ahead and continue on. I know you like Kenneth Walker also.
Yeah, I have him. I'm in the same boat as Ant in fantasy family. I have Ken Walker at 9th round value for a keeper.
Are you keeping him?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I have Olave in the 10th, but I think Ken Walker is the way to go. So my thought at the end of the season, or getting like towards the end of the season before the playoffs, I thought Ken Walker was going to land somewhere in like the late second, early 3rd round value. But to see him, he's really climbed up to like the top of the second, late first. And I think a lot of that is due to his last like 3 or 4 games. If you look at his touch, he was over 20 touches a game in like the last 3-4 games of the season into the playoffs, where he really started to take over that workhorse back type of role. He started to see an uptick in his receiving volume, and then with his big playability, it's a good pick. You get him in the 2nd round, I think you're banking on an increased role from the start of the season from week 1, with big playability. So Paul, just like Paul said, at any time he can go 60+ yards. So good pick.
I just want to say one thing. Let's just say that this mock draft is based off of your keeper, Ryan. You tell me you got Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. Get ready. Hold on to your butts.
That's the main reason why I asked him if he keep Kelsey instead. You got Cooper Kupp, Kelsey, and Ken Walker.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Good thing this is the mock draft. Hopefully everything switches up. Billy, Kenneth Walker, man.
I mean, it's not a bad pick. I mean, you got everybody keeping him 9th round, but I mean, it's not a bad pick. He's a really good running back. Obviously, they ain't got no more Rashad Penny. It's just him out there. And from those crazy runs that he was able to break, man, he can really run that rock. Solid downhill back, man. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a good spot to grab Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. Did you have something to add, Ryan? I know you.
No, I forgot. We're good.
Too busy looking at those 3 players in this mock draft he's got, huh? All right. Let's talk about the middle of the draft here. Chris, what's this? The 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th pick in a second. He's taking Diggs.
Yeah.
I mean, dang. I mean, that's pretty solid for middle of the 2nd round. How's that? How does this happen?
Because it's Chris.
The leagues just get deeper, man. Last couple of years, there's been a lot more people stepping up.
We're talking about Stephon Diggs.
People start falling.
In the second, and like the 6th pick in the 2nd round.
Yeah, last year he was probably going 6th pick in the 1st round last year.
Yeah, he was.
Hey, you want to know what's even crazier about Chris's team? He has Jonathan Taylor, Stephon Diggs, and then he's going to keep Amon-Ra St. Brown for an 8th round pick.
Oh my god. Yo, man. Hey, these keepers, man, you gotta hit on these picks, man. Like, I mean, I remember before, when we you could take anybody. I mean, the first 3 rounds, I think we're not doing right. First 3 rounds, you can't keep. You just got to do your homework. After that 3rd round, man, it's just you're thinking next year, following year, who I'm keeping, man. It's a whole different mindset from where we're at.
Yeah,
but
might have to keep Travis Etienne, man. 5th round.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm telling you. So Billy with the Diggs pick, man, it's pretty late.
With Stephon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a steal.
Hey, didn't you have him last year on your team?
Who?
Did you have him or did Chris have him last year?
No, I didn't have him.
Wow.
I think Rafa had him.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, man, this is the depth, man. And I know we're going into the receivers are coming off the board a lot. With the 7th pick, Joe's taking CD Lamb. We're gonna let our Cowboy expert go ahead and handle this one. What do you think with CD Lamb?
I mean, I think he should have went a little earlier, but based off last year's numbers, he blew it away. He was top 10 receiver. I think like top 7 or top 6 overall, but I mean, I don't mind it. Obviously, full season with Dak, you add another receiver on the other side, probably get one of them rookies in the draft, take a lot off his shoulders, and you got Pollard. So I mean, yeah, there's no problems there.
Hey, Billy, CD Lamb's a top 10 receiver?
Top 10?
Yeah.
Not with Dak throwing the ball.
You wouldn't take him right here at this pick?
I would say 3rd round.
3rd round?
Mm-hmm. Early third. I'm not picking. You see who I'm picking. Even if Lamb was available, you see who I'm picking.
Yeah, I see it. Ryan, CD Lamb. I know you like CD Lamb a little bit.
Yeah, I took CD Lamb in the early third round in the TIYF league.
Yeah, see,
right.
Third round pick.
Well, that was last season. This season, yesterday's price is not today's price. Now, CD Lamb is worth that middle 2nd round pick and probably more, man. He showed me a lot last season, and I think I don't see why he couldn't put up the same type of numbers, if not more, the next season. So good pick by Joe.
All right. We're moving along here. I think this is the number 8 pick in the 2nd round. I'll let George go ahead and and go ahead and announce his pick.
Yes, sir. So with my pick in the 2nd round, man, I am going the same pick that I had last year. I'm getting my guy that took me all the way to the playoffs, Josh Allen, baby.
So let's talk about this pick a little bit here. If we were using a keeper league from my league, that's it for quarterbacks. I think actually there's one quarterback left. There's one quarterback left out there. I mean, you have to take one of these 3 quarterbacks this early just to get one, right? Ryan?
Yeah, I think the trend that's going on in like this league, and I don't even think it's just our leagues, but I think a lot of home leagues, quarterbacks are going to go way early, and so Josh Allen, late second round, it's a good pick. We've hammered this thing out in multiple pods. Just that advantage has really grown over the last couple seasons, and you have a Mahomes, you have a Josh Allen, or a Jalen Hurts. You got a shot to win. So,
yes, that is. I know that Anthony gave me all kinds of shit last year. He's like, "Why you get Josh Allen right there?" And I had to.
You don't like the pick. It doesn't look like you like the pick, Ant.
I'm cool with it. It's all right. But I mean, there's 3 or 4 other quarterbacks that are still available, in my opinion. You said there's only like 1. I think there's 3 or 4
still available right now.
Yeah,
I would love to hear it.
Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson got kept, so I couldn't say him. Dak,
Burrow.
And Joe Burrow.
Did you say Dak?
Yeah.
They're all good quarterbacks, but even those guys, there was still like a 3 to 4 point advantage between
tier 2.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When me and Paul were breaking it down and we looked at the total points between the quarterbacks, there was a 60 point plus gap between Joe Burrow and the 5th guy. That's crazy,
and that was Fields, not a throwing quarterback. Yeah, not a throwing quarterback,
dude. Like, it's just total like haves and have nots. Like,
well, I'll tell you right now, Billy, I love the pick. It's a great pick.
Thank you, sir.
This guy's gonna at this level, man. This guy's gonna give you, like you said, your 25 to 30 points, man. It's almost a lock where you can say, and then it's so early. Maybe he gets a running back. Maybe he gets an Eckler. Maybe he gets a solid running back to boost those numbers up. I mean, what if he just starts tossing it, a pass catching running back, and they just take it for 70 yards, So this guy's Josh Allen's a great quarterback. I think I had him. I kept him 1 year in
He
the
could
eighth
take it
round.
80 yards himself, man.
Yeah, the guy can run over some linebackers. So he's got the full package, man. I like the pick with Allen. It's going to be hard to find for me. It's going to be hard to find quarterbacks after that. This is the end, pretty much the end of tier 1 outside of, I think, Joe Burrow. I think we put in there, Ryan. After that. All right.
You don't got Lamar Jackson in tier 1?
No, I don't have Lamar.
Jeez.
It was based on points.
Yeah, and I know Lamar Jackson missed a lot of time. But even when he was playing, he had that one game where he blew up, and then it's like he was just mediocre. I don't know if maybe he was hurt before then. But go ahead.
We had a conversation a few weeks ago talking about like tier 1 quarterbacks, and then we had a discussion of who we thought could potentially break into tier 1. And I had Lamar Jackson as a guy that could easily get back to tier 1 if everything works out. Like if he stays with the Ravens and they put some weapons around him, or if he goes somewhere else. It's the talent is tier 1 for sure. I'm just not sure about like the situation.
Yeah, no, he had no wide receivers over there. He only had Mark Andrews. So
yeah, man. And that running ability, man, you can't ever get rid of his running ability. But with that running ability, you think about the injuries and what he's coming off of also. So, all right, next one up, Lejon, AJ Brown, wide receiver, Philly. He had a great season last year. First year in Philly, he had a great year, man. Solid. I mean, he's still a solid. I think he's still tier. I don't know where the tier 1 receivers end. I want to say he's still. I don't know, man. He's a good receiver. Where do you put him at, Ryan?
Probably back in wide receiver 1, around that 12, 11, 10 spot. I haven't pulled up my rankings, but yeah, I mean, we see who's gone off the list so far: Justin Jefferson, Kupp, Chase, Waddle. Waddle doesn't count. But the other guys, Allen.
Do you think that Brown is better? Do you think that Brown should have went before Waddle?
Yes.
I like Brown better than Waddle, but
yeah, I agree.
What about CD?
I like Brown over CD.
I like CD over Brown.
Okay, so that's where the conversation is getting to. That's what I was trying to see. Okay, so CD is the better than AJ. Is it because of the offense that they're in and how Hurts has to sometimes run the ball like 50 yards down the field?
CeeDee Lamb had 1350 last year with 9 TDs. AJ Brown had 15 with 11. I mean, pick your poison, I guess, give or take.
I think it's just going to be that much better with the second go round with Jalen Hurts. I mean, you're going to build that chemistry as a wide receiver. If you do that in his first year, I mean, you could just get better.
Yeah.
Or Devonta Smith could step up.
Or he could step up.
That was going to be my reasoning for CD over Brown was Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, AJ Brown, had better numbers.
All right. Anybody else want to take on AJ Brown? Or are we good?
No, I think he's at the right spot.
Yeah. All right, Ant, you're up, man. You are up right now with the. What do we got? The number 9 pick.
No, it's 10, right?
Oh, you be number 10.
Yeah, 10.
You're 11.
I'm 11. That's right. Yeah. Number 10 pick, Ant, in the second.
Tony Pollard. Great year. He's gonna have a great year, man. 1,500 total yards, 15 TDs. That's all I got to say.
What a steal.
Especially after the news today.
Oh, before the news.
Yeah, no, that's what. No, that's what he's saying. Especially after now the news.
Yeah.
So,
guarantee this guy is gonna.
If he stays healthy. Always that.
So this guy's shooting up the rankings right now, Ryan, as we speak. I mean, Josh Jacobs. I think is that the next running back that's taken? It goes Josh Jacobs and then Pollard, huh? Because it goes.
Yeah, on this
Ken
list.
Walker. Ken Walker. Yeah, so Jacobs, Ken Walker, Tony Pollard. Okay, let's just say we have all three of those right now. Put them in order. What order are you taking those three running backs?
I would. Okay, we already had we kind of had this conversation a couple weeks ago with the
Yeah.
Jacobs and Pollard thing.
Yeah.
Again, so with Jacobs staying with the Raiders, and now Pollard is leading the way with the Cowboys. That's a tough one. Um, I think that it might a slight edge to Pollard over Jacobs
So you're taking Pollard, Jacobs, and then Ken
because
Walker.
because of the quarterback situation. Defenses are going to stack the box a little bit more, and they're gonna force Jimmy to throw the ball. So it's going to be harder for Josh Jacobs to run. And with Tony Pollard being back in the same situation, you already know what he can do in that offense. That kid is amazing.
Yeah.
So, but just because it's just with the news now that's going on today with Jimmy G at quarterback, defenses are going to play a little bit different on the Raiders. Josh Jacobs is not going to be able to run like he used to, but Pollard is still going to continue to do what he's doing without having Zeke still those reps.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, yeah, Ryan, what's your take?
Ranking those, I'll say give me Jacobs first. I'll take Walker. And then I'll take Bijan Robinson, ETN, and Pollard.
The disrespect.
Yikes.
Oh my God.
Oh, and Brees Hall.
He put these glasses on, and all of a sudden,
we're gonna have to give him a name. Hey, you got to wear that for the Cobra Corner when it's on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw. I changed my name to the Cobra.
Oh, yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I
this
think
whole persona change is crazy.
I think Tony Pollard's gonna have. Yeah, his stats are gonna go up because he's also a better pass catcher than Josh Jacobs. Well, Josh Jacobs can catch the ball, but Tony Pollard's going to get a lot more opportunities, more like a third down back. He's probably going to be a 3-down back if they don't sign somebody else. So, yeah, his fantasy ranking is going to go up. His stats are going to go up. I still like Josh Jacobs. I like Tony Pollard. Maybe I take Kenneth Walker third. I think I just flip. It's going to be Josh Jacobs and Pollard, depending on how I feel that day. I'm not mad at any one of those picks if I'm up on the clock and those two are available. I like them just the same. But that's just me. Anybody else?
The only reason why that Travis Etienne is not up there for me is because I drafted him 2 times, and both of those times, this kid gets injured. Like, come on, bro. Like, nah. It's just that's how I feel. David Montgomery screwed me 1 year. Travis Etienne for 2 years, man. I gave him a second chance, so shame on me. I gave him to Ryan, and he worked out for him over there.
Well, speaking of ETN, with the 11th pick, the nation selects Travis Etienne with the 11th pick in the second round, and I love the pick, man. I feel like this guy, man, they got so many receivers out there, and they got a tight end, and Jacksonville's got so many people to cover out there. Man, just run the draw play for ETN. Throw the ball to him. This guy. I love the pick. Towards the end of the second round, ETN.
Ryan, don't you have him on your team right now? Rostered?
I do. Yeah, at fifth round value.
Yeah, 5th round value. Damn. So you would keep Ken Walker over ETN?
Yeah. They're that's a really good question. So I look at them pretty close to the same as far as like talent and draft capital wise. But because I have Ken Walker at a 9th, I'll take Walker.
Just because it's like if you what are you keeping ETN at? What, 5th round?
5th round.
5th.
Yeah. You got. I mean, they're both going in the second. If you can get a second round running back in the 9th, oh yeah, that's pretty much a no brainer. But yeah, that dude.
But ETN's nice, man. Like he, he started off the year kind of shaky with James Robinson, and that's how I was able to trade for him. But it's, by the end of the year, so like he's not a running back like without flaws. He definitely has flaws. He's not the biggest running back. A little bit of an injury history. He's kind of gets talked up as a receiving back, but if you go back and look at his like college tape and he's actually it's kind of crazy. he catches a lot of passes, but he doesn't have like the best set of hands. He actually gets a lot of drops. So the Jacksonville Jaguars towards the end of the season, they kind of stopped throwing him the ball. Like he'd maybe get 1 or 2, maybe 3 catches a game. But they would give him like 20 plus touches. So, I mean, I would expect them to, he'll probably be in that like 15, 18, 20 touch range next season, which is going to, end up being an RB1. So this is a good round value for ETN, especially at the back of the second. So great pick, Paul. That's a good one.
Ant, what do you think of the ETN pick?
I don't like it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, man. Pollard wasn't available, man.
It's all good. I take Brees Hall there. Hopefully you don't snake me coming around, and I'll take him 3rd round. But yeah, I mean, I like kind of like what Ryan was saying. Like he's not really. I don't think he has a 3-down back body. He's a small guy, and I don't see him being crazy with the catches either. Like I mean, I don't know how many catches he had last year, but probably wasn't none drastic. So I mean, that there, and then they pass a lot. Because they have Christian Kirk and I can't remember the receiver they had. He's a free agent now, but they got Calvin Ridley. They're going to insert in there. So I mean, I think they're going to pass pretty heavy still again.
So much more not to stack the box, though. You know what I mean? A little bit more of the open holes. I mean,
that's more like a screen game, probably a little dump offs. But you got Evan Ingram, Ridley, Christian Kirk. I see it. I mean, he had like 1,100 yards. I'm not knocking the guy. I just don't. I would take Brees Hall. I think Brees Hall's got that explosiveness that he doesn't have.
My thing with Brees Hall, though, is he expected to be ready for the start of the season?
I don't know.
He tore his ACL, didn't he?
I mean, they're both injury history, so I mean, they both got a stat sheet of injuries.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even. For me, I know it's way early, but I like Brees Hall also. But just stating on the facts that if he's injured, you're not going to come back into this league off of ACL injury and perform like you were performing right where you left off. It's not going to happen. It's just facts. You can take a look at Saquon. It took Saquon a little while before he started ramping his stuff up. So I love Brees Hall, but that's kind of why I made the pick. And I understand what you were saying. What do you think, Billy?
I was gonna say one more thing. If he doesn't come back, like if he's not 100% like week 1, I mean, you need your wins in fantasy. You start losing a couple games, it's gonna be hard to turn around. So I would agree with you there. If he doesn't play for the first couple of weeks, that takes a big chunk of your season away right there. So I mean, and the one big thing there is Travis Etienne. He ain't no one to share the ball. So I mean, he's all by himself in that backfield.
Yeah.
You want to know what Brees Hall is to be? I'm not gonna say something stupid. Just he's exactly the kind of guy in fantasy football that I like a lot, but I would be kind of afraid to draft him. But I would probably what my game plan would be is to let somebody else draft him, let him bomb out the first 4 weeks of the season, and then I'd try to make a trade for him. That's what I would like. As of right now, unless like
what he did to me.
Training camp and he's knocking people's socks off in training camp and playing preseason, then I'd probably draft him. But as he stands right now,
Ryan, you got to save that for the TIYF Plus. I mean, we can't just share that free information, man. Come on, man. What are you doing?
If you guys like this content, make sure you subscribe to TIYF Plus.
Yeah, man. Save that for the Patreon, bro.
Yeah, man. Jeez, Ryan, you can't just give all this free information away.
It's the kind of in-depth knowledge that I'll pass on. It's going to end up coming back to bite me.
Billy, ETN, you said you don't like him, man. What's up? You just
not for you in that. I mean, ETN is still a good running back. I feel like maybe he's still like a 3rd round. I mean, just because of how injury prone he is. He good running back though, man. I can't really say too much. He does do damage during some weeks. Still late 2nd round. It's not too bad because if you think about it, if he goes late 2nd round, early 3rd, I mean, that's pretty much the ballpark of where you're going to get an ETN. So, I mean, that's a good pick.
All right. Let's just end this early mock draft
horrible
with Ed.
Horrible.
Najee Harris. Go ahead. Take it away, Billy.
Oh, that's horrible. Najee Harris is trash, bro. Come on, man.
He had 1,000 yards and like 9 touchdowns.
Nah, let us not do that. Let us not do that, man. Najee Harris is like a good late 3rd round pick.
Late?
He's late 3rd round.
Wow.
I think he's the middle of the third. I don't think he's the early.
I'd take him early third for sure.
Late third. Very late. Like last pick in the third.
Yikes! I mean, what did he do to you, my boy?
He didn't do anything to me. I just watch his production and see exactly like on a week to week basis how he does. Like so last year Charlie like was talking to me about Najee, and I was like, look, bro, he's gonna screw you in during these weeks, and you're not gonna like him. And exactly what I told Charlie, it's exactly what happened with Najee. I'm like, bro, he's just not worth it. I don't know. After the Big Ben left, he's just not the same talent, man. It's just not there.
All right, I want to tell you this right here. I'm looking at the rankings. They got Najee at 12. So the running backs next to him: Ramondre Stevenson, Delvin Cook, and DeAndre Swift. You taking any of those above before you taking Najee?
I think I would take a Swift over Najee.
Wow.
Even after the Montgomery move?
Even after Montgomery. Montgomery's the RB2.
I'm about touching Swift with a 50-foot pole.
Hey, Billy. Hey, Billy.
Montgomery is not starting. That's all smoke and mirrors.
Hey, Billy, if you come in last place, you gotta hold a sign. You gotta hold a sign
over Najee. Oh my God, for sure. Over Najee, yes.
I'm definitely taking Dalvin Cook. 100%.
I don't know what happened to Dalvin, but he fell off too.
Dalvin Cook last season, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns.
I'd even take Dalvin over NTN if Breece Hall wasn't healthy.
Yeah, Breece Hall's easy pick if he's healthy. But even Ramondre Stevenson, I mean, I like Ramondre over Najee, but Najee's still kind of right there. Ryan,
Ramondre got a lot of the share.
I got some numbers. I got some numbers for you guys. So Najee Harris, he averaged 10.7 fantasy points per game. Yeah. He scored 182 on the season.
He had a horrible first 10 weeks, but
yeah. He ended the year with 10 touchdowns, my boy. I mean, he had 1,000.
People couldn't trade that guy. Like they literally nobody would even take the guy.
Yeah, I had to offer $50 EBT and Najee Harris just to get him off my team.
It was pretty bad. People wouldn't even consider the guy.
They laughed at me. They were like, "With Najee, like it was horrible."
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ryan, what's your take, Najee, at the last pick in the second?
First thing, real quick on DeAndre Swift. I kind of get where you're coming from, Billy. DeAndre Swift is that guy that I've been riding that train for a few seasons, and it reminds me of that Brokeback Mountain meme. I wish I knew how to quit.
You said meme. Okay, you said meme. I thought you said movie.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
I wish I knew how to quit you, DeAndre. I don't know how to quit you. But anyways. So Najee Harris, I got no problem quitting that guy. So I'll be fair to Najee. Last season was terrible, but we all kind of knew it was going to be like that, right? Like he started the season with Mitch Trubisky and ended it with Pickett. So I think Najee Harris, the thing to remember is just, or the thing we're all looking for is, what do we think Kenny Pickett is going to do in year 2? Do we think the offense improves a little bit? I would say maybe year 2 quarterback, full year in the system, full training camp. Maybe he does get a little bit better. I still don't think Kenny Pickett's going to be that great, but if the offense gets better, then I could see Najee returning value on like an early 3rd round pick. And a second, I mean, it's not that far off of a 3rd round pick. It's okay. I mean, but like we said, we would easily take Breece Hall in this spot over Harris. I would.
If you already have RB1, which he does with CMC, and this is your RB2 at Najee, that's fine. As long as Najee is not your RB1, I think I'm okay with. That's how I'm looking at this pick.
That's a good point.
It's not bad. RB2 Najee.
But what could so if you already got an RB1 in CMC, what else could you go out there and get? Who else is out there? Is there
like right now
wide receiver and quarterback?
Wide receiver wise, your next one. I mean, if we're going off of like Amon-Ra St. Brown, probably going to be kept by Chris.
Okay.
Jalen Waddle's already taken. T. Higgins,
No, not in second round.
Garrett Wilson,
Not second round.
Devonta Smith, DK Metcalf, Chris Olave, and Debo are your available picks as receivers, and your running backs. I think you got Ramondre, Delvin, and DeAndre Swift. Those are your available picks right there. Or you know what? You go big game Joe right here, Joe Burrow, right?
I was gonna say Joe Burrow, a quarterback. That's why I said what other quarterbacks. I mean, you could go Joe Burrow.
You go Joe Burrow right here. I
We're
mean,
talking over Swift or just in general?
over Najee.
just over Najee.
Najee
At pick.
No, hands down, I'll take Lamar Jackson. No brainer.
Over Joe Burrow?
Hell yeah.
In this spot, in that spot, you take Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Over those two running backs, yeah.
I could play it. I mean, yeah, no, I'm just
that's why
I was asking. I'm just asking. I'm just trying to figure out because
Hey,
I feel like
I like Lamar Jackson, man. I like Lamar Jackson a lot.
No, especially if you already got it, like you were saying, if you already got a CMC, like you don't need to rush in and get another running back. Yeah, you can. I mean, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I mean, there's some other picks out there.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
I'm looking at what's left. If I was Ed in this spot with what's left on the board, I would just lean heavy into running back and take Breece Hall or Ramondre Stevenson and
That's
flex
exactly
one of
what
those
I'm saying.
guys. And just know that you're going to dominate the flex over all the other 11 teams with either Stevenson or Breece Hall. That's what I would do personally. You might as well lean into it. You got CMC. But
he's going back to back here. So yeah.
I'd take Breece Hall and Lamar. No brainer.
Are you sure? I think you would take Joe Burrow and Lamar, man, just so you have some draft capital.
Hey, see?
Yeah, that's the old Anthony Royster pick right here. That's the old
Wait on
Anthony Royster pick. I
The
find out.
5
Sure.
quarterback team.
Yeah, somebody's gonna need
You know what you can get for Joe Burrow nowadays? And Joe Burrow is gold.
And you guys know the old saying about 1 week or 10 minutes after the draft, send it. All right,
Bro, not even, bro.
he said send it in the middle of our mock draft last week.
Oh, we're in baseball mode already. This guy's already telling me send it, man. Jesus. So that concludes our way too early round 2 mock draft. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, guys. I really had fun doing this. Kind of just see where everybody's at. So I think we're gonna do one for the other league, right?
For the TIYF league, yes, sir. We're gonna do that. We'll have that next week. We'll do round 1 next week.
Other than Waddle, we all made some
Waddle.
Waddle.
Waddle went way too early, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, when you come in last place,
I see why he's walking, man.
Yeah,
So-
when you when you come in last place, there's a reason for all that.
All right, guys. So that's it, right? Anybody got anything else before we get out of here, man? All right, I know 2 days from now, Friday, man, we got our new podcast that's coming out, which is Sports Talk. Still no name for it yet, but there'll be one come Friday. Hopefully, it's gonna be me, Anthony, and Jose. We're gonna be all together in one spot. This one's gonna be a live in-person one. It's gonna be fun. So come join. We're gonna be talking Kings. We're gonna be talking 49ers. We're gonna be probably talking Lakers, Warriors. We're gonna be talking everything that's on this podcast. So come out and hang out with us. And then Sunday, we got our fantasy baseball podcast, our TIYF fantasy baseball podcast with Ant and Paul, man. So that is at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
On Sunday, 7 p.m. Sunday. The sports talk is gonna be probably 8 p.m. Friday. Pretty much the same time. Make sure that you go follow us on Instagram, on Twitter at TIYF pod. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at TIYF pod, on Twitch at TIYF_pod. And you can go find us on Apple, Spotify, and all other podcasting locations, man. We're everywhere. So make sure that you go follow us. This episode of TIYF will be dropping Friday morning at 6 a.m. All right, gentlemen. And everybody, thank you for rocking with us. This is your boy Billy F. Gates, man. We out of here.